he said, I spend my money wherever I choose to spend it. I'm not going to be hustled on no black shit. That was very offensive, but I could tell the brother was speaking passionately. Maybe he didn't quite mean it like that. I see why everybody was upset. But again, I'm going to give the brother the benefit of the doubt, and hopefully he will clarify it. But we should prioritize black businesses over white. My personal rule, Art, when I'm interacting with black businesses, I give them 3 opportunities before I take a break from them. I come the first time. If it wasn't right, or if I was mistreated, I'm going to chalk that up. I'm still going to come back a second time. If it happens again, I'm going to come back a third time. If it happens a third time, I'm going to take a break. Couple months, maybe a couple years, and I'm going to come on back. And the reason why I am so compassionate with black businesses, Art, is because I know a lot of our people, if they don't get the patronage at their business, they might be homeless. Our people are struggling. We got single mothers on the street. So I'm not expecting them to operate their business in the same way and to the same level as I would a non-black business, because a non-black business is going to get the funding we're not going to get. So we got to understand, Art, there's a context to everything. There's a context to everything. Maybe the food was burnt because her babysitter didn't show up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she opened up late because she had to get her son out of jail, right? Maybe they wasn't open this weekend because she was dealing with domestic abuse. Maybe she got a health problem. Maybe she battling cancer. Maybe she take care of her mother. Maybe she got a disabled child.
Do y'all know why I pressed that sound? Because I'm about to have an unpopular opinion. What y'all think that is? If y'all been following me for a little bit, or you watched a few of my videos, what is the common denominator? The common denominator is perpetual victims. No accountability. I don't even want to touch half of the stuff he just said, or whatever the case may be. They're trying to hold, I don't know if y'all remember this, but they're trying to hold Wallow accountable. And I'm old. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like this is way back a couple weeks ago, right? They're trying to hold Wallow accountable for saying, I'm not going to just spend my money with you because you're a black business. I'm going to spend my money where the business is good. And then you got Umar hit the Cash App. Hit the Cash App. then you got Umar saying, all right, I prioritize black business. Saying all the same things that Wallow was saying in reverse and making a bad behavior okay. That's how we live in a world where, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to go to the place with the best business. Oh, because they didn't get the funding. Well, why didn't they get the funding? Well, they lived in a province community. Bro, where you start is not where you got to finish. The food was burnt because she couldn't get a babysitter. The food, like all this stuff, they wasn't open. If you have a schedule, you got to stick to it. I understand things happen, but you need to be able to make the adjustments. It's always an excuse on why we can't do what we supposed to do, bro. And to me, that is dead. That's dead. I don't want to hear it. I can't stand the fact that black people love to hold other black people accountable when it benefits them. When it don't benefit them, bro. I don't even know how to articulate this. You cannot when we do work, right? When we get jobs, when we decide to compete, I give it to us. Sometimes we do gotta work a little bit harder. A lot of times we do gotta work a little bit harder. And a lot of times we absolutely have to be the best. We have to be more impressive. We might have to do a little bit more. Sometimes we gotta do a lot more. But being extraordinary, that's what that comes with. You can't be average and you can't be extraordinary with an average work ethic. That's just how it go. You gotta, whatever you're doing, you gotta put 1,000% in. And sometimes because of the melanin in our skin, we do gotta work a little bit harder. But I will go to say that don't give me a hand out. Give me a hand up. Teach me how to perform at that level. Show me how can I get there. That's just like when you go, if you go to a restaurant, right? And the service is like they treating you horrible, customer service wise. They treat you horrible, right? And then it's other people, Caucasian people, and they treating them right. But y'all paying the same money, y'all getting the same thing. Y'all like are virtually the same, except they got the pigmentation of their skin and the melanin that's in yours. So why am I not being treated? Both of our money is the same race. You get what I'm saying? You're going to expect the same treatment. You're not going to say you're not going to say, well, maybe the Caucasian people need them to treat them nicer. If yes, if you lose the patronage because of self-inflicted stuff like not opening on time, being lazy, dirty dishes, or if I tell you about something, if I tell you to correct something and you give me an attitude, F you. And that's anybody. That's any business. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be equal. Stop we don't need it. Y'all don't need it. Y'all need to be challenged. When I say y'all, I'm talking about us. We need to be challenged on this level. Because when we get there, it's that much better. It's that much more impressive. Let me tell you, let me give y'all a little story real quick. This was a couple years ago. Matter of fact, I think Kevin Samuels had just passed away. And he was telling us about when he worked in corporate, right? Corporate America. And he was talking to one of the Caucasian ladies, and she said, I really admire black men. And he said, why? He was like, because I know if they got a high position here, that they're 10 times better than their Caucasian counterpart, and they had to work 10 times harder. Like, that's true aspiration. So when we compete, ain't no competition. Stop this victim stuff, bro. We not victims. We're not victims. We're not victims.